As soon as you walk into Bank of America Stadium, you realize you're in a special place. It features some of the most interesting architecture in the league. Brought down at the 26-yard line. They'll start this drive at the 26-yard line. They hand it off. The stop was made by Vernon Golston.
And that's why you send all those guys to plug up the holes, and that time there were no holes, really, and he was lucky to get anything on the play.
He throws short. He tries to spin, and he is dropped.
And quarterback accuracy is so underrated in this league. You know, everybody loves the big, strong-arm quarterback, but in this league, you have to be able to make throws just like that.
Passes it out. Drops the sure pick. Rogers Cromartie had the coverage on the play. He passes short. Duncan is there on the tackle.
And that's an area where he excels. He works his way through his progressions quickly and doesn't hesitate when he sees a receiver break free in coverage.
Way to work, baby, way to work.
The pass is away. Stone makes the tackle.
Yeah, he scored a few style points with that one, but more importantly, they pick up the first down.
Here's the give. He gets out to about the 25-yard line. Thomas was there on the tackle. They go with the run. That's a nice 6-yard gain. That'll bring up third down. Can't hang on. Brown was defending on the play. New Orleans is looking to go up by 3. No good.
That's what it is, baby. That's what it is.
They'll start this drive at the 26-yard line.
You say sleep, let's stop it right now.
Hands it to the back. They can't bring him down.
Nothing makes a defensive coordinator cringe more than seeing that kind of run, because then it sets up the play action, and there's almost no way to stop an offense if you can't stop the run and you have to deal with play action.
Again with the carry. Whitaker makes the tackle. Stewart comes away with 2 yards on the carry. Stewart gets it on the counter. The stop was made by Michael Johnson.
The defense did a nice job there jamming the running back, bringing the outside linebacker on a blitz. Sometimes those outside backers a little more athletic and can really help stop the run.
Fourth down coming up, and we're probably going to see the punting unit.
Fourth down.
Grimes is back deep to receive. He fields the punt at the 13. He makes it out to the 30-yard line. A missed field goal ended their last drive. Let's see if they can put something together.
Let's go, baby, let's go.
Throws it. He's there for the catch. Smith was there on the tackle. Mark Sanchez passes the 2,000-yard mark for the year.
Let's go to work.
And the defense has a heavy rush.
Under pressure, he felt the heat that time and was forced to throw it away quickly.
He throws right. Golston makes the tackle.
Good defense all over the field that time. They had the deep routes covered, and when they tried to dump it off to the tight end, they were on it.
Passes. The stop was made by Kiwanuka.
Nice play that time. The defense came with the blitz there. He made a good read, delivered a nice ball in there to the open man.
Throws it out. He makes another catch.
The Saints are getting on a bit of a roll here. Nice play calling and good execution. The defense looks a little confused right now.
Let's go. You going for the two? All right.
Well, the defense didn't get the sack, but they got the next best thing, and that was a bad throw.
Second down.
Passes it. Makes the catch. Nice grab on the play. His second catch of the drive.
Yeah, and I'm going to expect to see a lot more passes to this guy. He's a good receiver. He's talented. He can make the catch and get upfield. But more importantly right now, this defense is creating some opportunities for him to catch the ball. And as a quarterback, you have to start to recognize that. You just can't allow that safety to keep sniffing around that eighth man in the box and not throw the football. Essentially, they're daring this offense to throw it, and they're not taking advantage.
He'll down it in the end zone. The defense could do no wrong the last time this team had the ball. The halfback with the carry. Stewart gains about 2 yards on the run. Stewart gets the call. Tackle was made by Mitchell.
Well, that was the perfect time for them to call a blitz. They got in there, filled up all the gaps, brought down the running back for a short gain. Pass rush almost got there that time, and he has to feel a little lucky that that ball just fell harmlessly to the turf.
Grimes fields it at the 27. He makes it out to the 49-yard line.
The Saints were having their way with this defense last time out, but were held to just 3 points. They'll look to top that here.
Let's go, y'all. Come on. Let's go.
Passes on the move.
Mark Sanchez looks a little surprised about that one. And here's one of the guys, one of the most accurate passers in the game, and that one just got away.
Feeds it to the back. Laws was there to bring him down. Jones gains 7 yards on that play. Gets the pass off. The referee threw the flag, but was it a late hit? First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 22-yard line.
When you get that kind of pressure, a lot of times the play will result in something worse than just an incompletion.
They're going to pitch it. Tackle was made by Thomas. They get 6 there, and that makes it 3rd down. Sanchez hands off.
Great play by the defense. You always hear coaches talking about whoever gets lower. Get your pad level lower than the offensive lineman. That time this defensive line did exactly that.
Neil Rackers sends it through. They'll go up by 6. We played a quarter. The score is 6-0. Saints. Brought down at the 27-yard line. They could do nothing against this defense on their previous drive. Dumps it out left. The stop was made by Dwell Jackson.
You know, tight ends may not come up with those real explosive plays down the field all the time, but they sure are a nice target for the quarterback.
It's 1st and 10. Throws it. Leroy Hill was there on the tackle.
And when you're trying to catch those high, hard ones, you just don't know what's going to happen to your body. I tell you, you haven't lived until you caught one of those and had one of those clowns flip you upside down.
Chris Jenkins makes the tackle. Stewart gets 7 yards on the play. He throws left.
The Panthers are putting together a good-looking drive here. That's their 3rd first down.
Here's a counter play. Stewart gains 7 yards on that play. He'll try the end zone. Incomplete pass. Grimes had the coverage on the play.
There to make the play.
They'll give it off here. It appears to be short.
Looked like one of those old-fashioned rugby scrums there. A lot of big bodies piled together and nowhere for the running back to go.
And it looks like we have a flag down on the play. And this one looks like it's going to come back. So the field goal unit is on the field to try for 3 points. This will be a 31-yard field goal try. He's got it. Let's take a look at the sprint drive summary. And with that, the score is the Panthers 3, the Saints 6. They get him at the 22-yard line. The Saints were able to get 3 points on their last possession. Here's the pass. He tries to spin, but he's brought down.
Well, when you have a talented running back like this, you always have to account for him. That time, a nice play-action pass opened it up down the field.
Gets the ball away. Tackle was made by Brown. Douglas with his 4th catch of the game. Jones gets it on the inside. Laws was there on the tackle. Passes to his left. Too close to call. Here comes the chain gang. And he did get the first down. First down now and 10 to go. Ball on the 20. Jones gets another handoff. Thomas makes his 5th stop of the game on that play.
And if he can get just a little bit more time, there are guys running open down the field. The pressure is getting close, but it's not there. He should take a fraction longer to make that throw.
Short throw to the left. He's dropped around the 8-yard line by Rogers Cromartie. First down now. They'll be looking for 6 points here. He needs to get the pass off. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Mark Sanchez is one of the top quarterbacks in the league, and there's really no debate about that. He can change the outcome of the game, and he's such a strong leader. Just a fantastic player and fun to watch.
Neil Rackers is good on the point after. Here's your sprint drive summary. Brought down at the 24-yard line. The Panthers settled for a field goal on their last possession. And he's hit as he let go of the ball.
Just missed that time, bringing him down for a sack, but great pressure to force an incompletion.
Dumps it out right. The stop was made by Mitchell. He gunned that one in there for the first down, didn't he?
He really did, and when you watch a guy throw a ball that hard, they don't move their arm any faster. You see him driving off that back leg. That was a pretty pass.
Smith drops in for a loss at the 32-yard line.
And let's give credit to the defense. They had a great push there. They got in the backfield, took control of their own gaps.
Dumps it out left.
And that's one of those plays where you leave it up to the receiver to make yardage after the catch is made. When he can't find his way into open space, you'll see plays like that.
Here's the throw. Not able to make the catch in traffic. Fourth down coming up, and we're probably going to see the punting unit. Grimes back deep to return. They get him at the 24-yard line.
The Saints look very strong that last offensive possession. They capped it off with a touchdown. Those are exactly the types of drives coaches love to see unless you're on the defensive side.
Passes the ball. Almost picked. Second down now following the incomplete pass. Gets the pass away. Tackle was made by Stone.
It really is so much the key to football. You talk all the time about you have to establish a run. Well, there you see why. You establish the run, and then you come with the play-action pass. It's so hard to defend.
Knocked out of bounds at the 41-yard line by Brown.
The Saints have decided that they're going to come out and run the ball on this defense, and so far there's no sign that they won't succeed.
Throws it short. The stop was made by Thomas. Beckham is able to make his fourth reception. He throws right.
The Saints are having some success getting the ball down the field on this drive. This offense is clicking.
Flips it out short. The tackle was made by Thomas. Another positive gain, and that gives him 100 yards receiving for the game.
And this guy just knows how to make plays. He's somebody we've watched him throughout the course of his career, but especially here today, constantly in big situations making plays.
The New Orleans Saints go nearly 75 yards in 7 plays for the score. Neil Rackers is good on the point after. Here's a look at the drive summary presented by Sprint. Dropped at the 22-yard line.
The Panthers are looking to dig themselves out of this big hole that they've dug themselves into, and at the very least, you have to show the guys on the other bench you're not going to roll over.
Throws it short. Davis now with 4 catches in the game. The Panthers take a timeout, and they'll have 2 remaining.
What's up, man? 95. 95.
Throws it deep. No completion. Bender was the intended receiver. Second down now with 10 to go. Ball on the 41-yard line.
Section 3. Roll 37. Seat 10. You are the winner of an all-day grocery shopping spree.
He throws left, and he caught it. The stop was made by Mitchell. The offense needs about 3 yards to get the first here on 3rd down. The pocket is collapsing.
Nice job on the line by the Saints.
So, it's 4th down. The Panthers are lining up to punt this one away. Takes it out to the 32.
The Saints punctuated that last series with a touchdown. I got to tell you, they look really good. They have this defense way back on their heels.
Sanchez hands it off. Duncan was there to bring him down. Jones picks up about 4 yards on the play. Let's send you to the studio for this brief halftime break.
Welcome to the halftime show. Let's get you caught up on what's happening around the league.
Here are the other scores from the first half of action. Here's a look at the first half stats. There was a big discrepancy in the number of plays run by each team in the first half, and the edge was held by New Orleans. Douglas has over 100 yards receiving. New Orleans is up by a score of 20-3. Now let's take a look at some of the top plays from the first half of your game.
The second half is about to begin. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Welcome back to Bank of America Stadium. He'll down it in the end zone.
The Panthers are in a dangerous territory right now. This one's gotten a little out of hand, but a touchdown on this series, maybe your defense gets a little momentum going.
Tackle was made by Jenkins. Stewart gets 6 yards on the play.
Good pressure that time, and they forced a bad throw. Not much he could have done with the pocket collapsing like that.
Dumps it out right. He lost it. Carolina will maintain possession.
You have to protect the ball. It's really just as simple as that. You cannot have turnovers and expect to be successful in a game like this.
Grimes takes it at the 23. Still going. He makes it to the 42-yard line. The Saints bring their hot offense back out They've taken it downfield for touchdowns on their last 2 series. They can't complete the pass, and now the offense will be looking at 2nd down. Gets the pass away. The stop was made by Stone. James with his 4th catch of the game. Gets the pass out. Brown was there to bring him down. James now has 5 catches. Pressure gets there, and he puts it on the ground. Kiwanuka gets the loose ball. The defense makes something happen to force the game's first turnover. It's the tailback. Whitaker makes the tackle. Stewart gains about 2 yards on the run. Passes it out. Grimes knocks it down. Grimes was defending on the play. Just gets it off. It's picked. The stop was made by Woodson.
Well, we're going to have to quit using that old cliche about cornerbacks and defensive backs not being able to catch the football. That was some play that time.
They'll give it off here. Jones lost the ball. Golston grabs it on the ground.
And they talk about you have to have a few things bounce your way if you're going to win football games. If that thing bounces any other direction other than out of bounds, this offense is in big trouble.
It falls incomplete. Douglas was the intended receiver on the play. Huge pressure by the defense.
This is one of those defensive coordinators who's known for his exotic blitz packages. He could blitz any time, any down, any point in the game. If you're a quarterback, you usually don't sleep too well before you play against this guy.
No one can come up with it.
Mark Sanchez is one of the most accurate passers in the NFL, so when he slings one out of reach like that, you go, what the heck just happened?
And it's good. Let's take a look at the sprint drive summary. This one's going to be downed in the end zone for a touchback. They'll set up shop at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10. Short throw to the left. Grimes bats it away. Grimes had the coverage on the play. Passes to his left.
The Saints have done an outstanding job containing one of the best receivers in the game up until this point, but that time he slipped away and made one.
Stewart on the give. Tackle is made by Whitaker. Stewart picks up about 7 yards on the run. They'll need about 3 yards here on 2nd down. Throws it short. Can't stay in bounds. Incomplete pass.
Yeah, he put a little too much on that pass and forced the receiver to make the catch out of bounds.
Here's the give. The stop was made by Hill. The 3rd down run ends up being a decent gain.
And we've seen so many rule changes over the years to help the passing game, but not many to help the running game. So that's a little old school football right there.
He gets out to about the 48-yard line. Chris Jenkins was there to bring him down. The pass is away. Right through his hands. He almost had the pick. Panthers was his intended target.
Here we go.
Throws it. He leads. It's caught. Tackle was made by Mitchell.
And he went way up to snag that one. That was a pretty catch.
Stewart gets the call. Stiff arms, and the defender still makes the tackle. Short throw to the right. Drops it, and he was pretty well covered. Davis was the intended receiver.
So what you got? Hit him in the mouth. Let's go now. Let's go. Hey, don't get scared.
Screen pass to the back. They push him out of bounds, and now they have first and goal.
When you get a halfback that gets in the open field with that kind of space, it is just so difficult to try and stop the screen. The offensive line got out in front. That was nice.
End zone.
Carson Palmer is really just born to play this position. He has great instincts, good arm strength, throws such a nice ball. And all of his teammates really trust him. They know they can count on him to do everything within his power to win the game.
Up and good. Here's your sprint drive summary. Hit and dropped at the 31. The Saints come out looking to get another scoring drive going here. They got 3 last time. He's under a heavy rush. Sacked.
Really nice blitz scheme that time by the coordinator. So many times now when teams are blitzing, they're just blitzing one half of a formation, dropping off on the other side. We're seeing perfectly timed execution there, and it surprised the offense on that one.
Knocked down. They can't hook up on the pass. Now the offense will be facing third down. Passes. Comes down with it.
And I can tell you this, there's nothing the defensive backs hate more than to have one of those big tight ends in the open field running right towards them.
They go with the run.
The Saints have had a brilliant game running the ball. If this keeps up, this defense will be totally gassed in the fourth quarter.
They'll give it off here. Duncan was there to bring him down.
I know it may not be the popular thing to say, but I can't really give the running back 100% of the credit for this performance today. Let's face it, this defense came in here determined to stop the pass, and they're paying a price on the run.
Tackle was made by Thomas. James brings in his 6th catch of the game. He throws right. The stop was made by Thomas. The completed pass goes for a gain of 7.
Little 7-yard throws like that have really become the staple of the National Football League. So many defenses now not allowing the big throws down the field. You have to be willing to take throws just like that.
Thomas was there to bring him down. Jones gained around 6 yards. That'll be enough to get the first. They give it to the tailback. Moore will drop him behind the line at the 6-yard line.
Unbelievable.
So, at the end of 3, the score is 23-10, Saints. The Saints have the ball in the red zone as we begin the final quarter. They're looking to extend their advantage. Sanchez can't hang on to the ball. Picked up.
Good save right there. You certainly don't want to give them any more chances of catching up at this stage of the game.
On the ground with a tailback. He breaks the tackle. They will be short. Brown makes his 5th stop of the game on that play. He's got it. Here's a look at the drive summary presented by Sprint. And with that, the score is the Saints 26, the Panthers 10. He's tackled at the 22. The Panthers will start this drive at the 22-yard line. Dumps it out right. Alexander was there on the tackle.
Yeah, let's give a little credit to the coaching staff on that play. You talk all the time about film study and preparation and knowing what the other team is trying to do to you. That time the defense was all over.
With the catch.
And as a quarterback, you just love seeing the receiver laying out and trying to make a play like that. What a brilliant catch. It's so hard to maintain your focus as you're flying through the air like that, but that was terrific.
Broken up, and the pass was knocked away at the last minute.
I don't know if that's the guy I want to pick on 3rd down when you have to have a conversion. He is tough.
Takes it back to around the 40. They'll set up shop at the 40. Throws it short. Tackle was made by Thomas. Mark Sanchez is really carving up this defense with yet another completion. He's now up over the 300-yard passing mark. Short throw to the right. Smith is there on the tackle. Felix Jones makes his 3rd grab. He throws right. He's got room to run.
Mark Sanchez has the hot hand right now, and of course that surprises nobody, especially this defense. He's one of the most accurate passers in the league, so to stop him, you have to get some heat on him.
Get ready.
And they're coming after him. Smith was there to bring him down.
Yeah, I don't think that was a designed quarterback run on that one. He simply couldn't find anybody open, saw a running lane, and boy, that didn't stay open for very long either.
Throws it out.
Mark Sanchez is just such an accurate passer. It is so difficult to play man coverage against him because he can get it into very tiny little holes.
A lot of game left. 4 minutes remaining in the quarter, and our score, the Saints 33, the Panthers 10. They get him at the 26-yard line. The offense takes the field, and we'll see if they can put something together after their last drive ended with a 3-and-out. Palmer with the give. Tackle was made by Mitchell. Seems to me that this is the time in the game where every play call for them is some type of pass.
Yeah, and really the way the game is played these days, if you're good enough throwing the football, you can make conservative pass calls that are essentially like runs.
Stewart makes his 3rd catch of the game. Stewart on the handoff. Jackson drops him for a loss at the 37-yard line.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Let's do this, man.
He throws left. Grimes was there on the tackle. Davis makes it 5 catches for the game. Dumps it out right. The stop was made by Williams.
The Saints have pretty much shut down one of the top receivers in the league today. That was his first catch.
Throws it short, and the pass is incomplete.
Carson Palmer, it appears, is human after all. It's not very often we see him overthrow a receiver like that.
Passes it. There for the reception. Makes a cut, and he will be hit and dropped. Vernon Davis with his 6th reception.
Let's be perfect.
It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Showtime today, baby. It's King.
Hit as he passes. Great play, and the Panthers will have 1st and goal.
Have that.
Patience for a wide receiver is just so key. He's able to manipulate that defense, set him up one play, come back with the exact same look, and break off of it the next. Beautifully run.
It's picked.
We can't have that.
As a cornerback, there are plenty of times when you're out there on that island all alone and the entire stands can see whether you've got your job done or not. Well, he's gotten it done twice now in this game.
Gets the pass off.
Well, so much for trying to just get enough room for the punter, huh? They're playing offense out there. That's a big one.
First down now and 10 to go. 2 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter. Brown makes the tackle. 7 yards there. That brings up 2nd down. Give to the tailback. Duncan was there on the tackle.
You know, not only the top end speed, which is so impressive, but speed in and out of his cuts. That's the difference in a great running back. Anytime you can see a guy maintain that speed out of his cuts, that's a guy that has superstar ability.
Jones gets the carry. Smith makes the tackle. Jones gains 7 yards on that play. That's all from Bank of America Stadium. Our post-game wrap-up is next.